You know what I mean?
Cold World Killer.
You feel me?
Know what it is, man.
That time.
Almost time.
Sheesh.
Had to tap in for this one because I did not see this coming. Waking up to see Camron hitting J. Cole with a lawsuit over the track Ready 2024, crazy. That record was on Cole's Might Delete Later album from last year, right in the middle of that wild Kendrick versus Drake feud. Remember when Cole dropped that diss track and then suddenly pulled it back? Well, buried in that same album was this track with Camron, a remake of Dipset's classic Diplomatic Immunity joint Ready. I used to blast that track heavy. I even remember that old clip of them in the studio vibing out together. But now, things done flipped. Camron says the business wasn't handled right, that he didn't get properly paid, and that Cole's been dodging him about the deal. TMZ dropped the story, saying rappers are moving their beefs from the booth straight to the courtroom, according to legal docs. Cam claims he wrote his verse and laid down lyrics for Ready 2024 with the promise that Cole would hop on one of his future projects or at least pull up on his hit show It Is What It Is. This one's getting messy fast, Camron says on It Is What It Is that 2 years after recording the track, J. Cole straight up never kept his word. According to Cam, Ready 24 was laid down back in 2022, but from July 2023 all the way to April 2024, he kept reaching out, and Cole kept hitting him with the "I'm busy" excuse every single time. Cam says he tried to make the collab or even a podcast appearance happen, but Cole never pulled through. On top of that, Cam claims he still hasn't seen a proper check for his work, and now he wants the court to officially name him co-author of Ready 24 and run the full numbers on the money that song's made. He's estimating his missing share could be over $500,000. That's $500,000 on the line. TMZ reached out to Cole's team for a comment. No response yet, but this one definitely caught everyone off guard today. Cam's basically saying, bro, if you was really rocking with me, you'd have kept it solid. And honestly, from the looks of those court papers, something real is happening behind the scenes. From how Cam's talking, it sounds like he thought their connection was built on mutual respect, not contracts and paperwork. He wasn't tripping about the feature price, the reused verse, or even the song itself, as long as the love stayed real. But now that it didn't, he's making it legal. Camron's message is clear. If you come record a track with me, then start ducking and dodging my calls afterward. It's business time now, bro. He's saying, if we created this together, I deserve my co-author credit and my share of the profits. The track Ready 24 wasn't just some random beat either. It's a full remake of the 2003 Dipset classic Ready from the Diplomatic Immunity era when the crew was taking over the streets. Now, looking from the other side, sometimes artists work together out of pure respect. When two legends link up, money's not always the first thing on the table. It's like, yo, I got love for you. We building something for the culture. Cam probably felt that same way, like it was real, mutual respect. But when one side stops showing that same energy, that's when things change fast. It turns from love to paperwork. Cam's basically saying, we could have swapped work. You hop on my show or my project, I give you a verse, keep it balanced. But if Cole didn't come through on his end, then from Cam's view, it starts to look like he got finessed. He's not just chasing clout here, he's calling out what he sees as broken promises and lost money. Now Cam wants to make it official, put it in writing, and make sure he's paid like a true collaborator. And if that means bringing the label into it too, so be it. Because from what he's saying, they're the ones holding the checkbook on this track. At this point, the ball's really in J. Cole's court when it comes to communication. We gotta see how all the facts unfold, but you can bet Camron's gonna break it all down on It Is What It Is. And I already know how people are about to spin this. They'll start comparing it to Drake's legal drama, but nah, this is a whole different story. Now, if this really went down the way Cam says, it's foul. I'd probably take it on the chin, but still feel like, yo, that wasn't solid, bro. Cam's basically saying J. Cole played him, told him one thing, did another, and then ghosted when it came time to return the favor. That kind of move stings, especially in the music game where loyalty's rare. You see it happen all the time. Artists promise collabs, features, or appearances, then vanish once their part's done. That's what Cam's frustrated about. Not just the money, but the principle. If you're gonna run off like that, at least keep it 100. Be real about your intentions. If it were me, I'd probably swallow it and keep pushing. No public meltdown, no drama, just mental notes for next time. Because once you show me you move like that, I'm never looking at you the same again. You can get your money, that's cool, but I'm locking it in my mind. You're someone who switches up when it's time to stand on what you said. Camron standing firm like, yo, I want every dollar, that's mine. He's not letting this slide. He wants the full breakdown of the money that Ready 24 brought in. Word is, his team probably checked the numbers and saw that the track's pulling in serious cash. So now he's saying, hold up, if y'all getting a big bag, I need my cut too. J. Cole might not be feeling that energy, but business is business. Now, Cole isn't the type to be everywhere. He rarely does interviews or podcasts, and that's a known fact. But honestly, he could have pulled up to It Is What It Is. Cam and Maze wouldn't have ambushed him or asked no wild questions. They'd have let him chill, talk music, and vibe out. Fans would have gone crazy for that episode. Still, timing might have been off. This was all during that heated Kendrick versus Drake era, and everyone, including fans, was asking, yo Cole, why you ain't fire back at Kendrick? So maybe he didn't want that smoke in a live interview setting. At the end of the day, Cam's looking at it like straight business. Nothing personal, just contracts and checks. Cole, on the other hand, moves on his own time, super private. But this situation ain't like the Drake one. That was pure battle rap chaos. Drake jumped in, then lost, then flipped the whole story into something else. Here, it's more about respect and unfinished business between two artists who once shared creative trust. Now, the whole situation's got fans split down the middle. Some people say Camron's just standing up for himself like any real businessman would. Others think he's reaching, that this should have stayed behind closed doors. Either way, this drama's got hip-hop talking heavy. When money, respect, and legacy collide, it always gets loud. What makes this wild is how deep their connection goes. Cole always showed love to Dipset. He shouted them out before, even sampled their sound. So to see this turn into a courtroom, move feels off. It's like watching two eras of hip-hop clash. The new school lyricist versus the Harlem OG who helped shape the culture. And now, their respect might be hanging by a thread. Cam's tone makes it clear he's not just hurt over cash, he feels played. Like the brotherhood in the game isn't what it used to be. He thought it was all mutual respect, not corporate talk and fine print. And when artists start to feel like they've been left out of the profits for something they helped create, that's when the lawsuits come flying. Fans are already guessing what happens next. Will Cole respond? Will they settle? Or is this going to turn into another long, messy back and forth? Nobody knows yet. But one thing's for sure. Hip-hop keeps proving that behind the beats and bars, the business side can get real cold. And for Camron, this might just be his way of saying, yo, I built part of this moment, and I want my credit for it. What's really crazy is how fast this story exploded online. Within hours, fans started digging up old clips of J. Cole and Camron in the studio, trying to piece together what really went down. Some say you can see the chemistry. Two legends vibing like brothers. Others claim Cole always seemed distant, like he was doing Cam a favor instead of a real collaboration. And now, with this lawsuit, everyone's rewatching those moments with new eyes. Social media's been wild. Some fans are calling Cole out for industry ghosting, saying he's been moving too quietly for too long. Others are defending him, arguing that Cole's always been low-key, never about drama, and probably just got caught up with timing or management issues. Either way, the internet's eating it up. Camron's supporters are saying this is bigger than just one song. It's about artists finally demanding fair treatment, especially from big names who got the power and resources to make things right. They're saying if Cole really profited off Cam's work, it's only fair to cut that check. But on the flip side, Cole's fans think this could be a misunderstanding blown way out of proportion. They say Cole's never been one to finesse another artist, that he moves with integrity and respect. Still, with no public statement yet, people are just guessing and choosing sides. One thing's for sure though, this lawsuit just turned a quiet collab into one of the most talked about rap stories of the year. And just like that, the lawsuit ended up getting tossed out. So don't even start that argument in the comments, though I already know some of y'all gonna do it anyway. Still, let's be real. Diplomatic Immunity was a classic. That first one changed the whole energy of hip-hop. And part 2, man, that one went just as hard. I had both those albums on repeat non-stop back in the day. That J.R. Writer verse, legendary. Jake the Snake, all I rock was Bathing Apes. Come on, that bar still hits to this day. I remember hearing that line and wanting the same kicks he was talking about. The early 2000s were a different kind of era. Pink furs, icy chains, Harlem swagger at its peak. Camron and Dipset had the whole game in a chokehold. Every car, every corner, every mixtape, that sound ran the streets. No matter how this situation between Cam and J. Cole plays out, it's a reminder of how deep Dipset's influence still runs in the culture. That legacy can't be erased. It's stamped forever. If you want more stories like this, deep dives, hidden details, and real hip-hop talk, make sure you subscribe to Dripzine, like, share, and drop a comment below.